What's up, everyone? Mike Gross, rockinguitarlessons.com, and I was just, this isn't a request from anyone, and to be honest with you, I've never heard of them, but it's Jackie Brenston with a song called Rocket 88. It's Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats, and supposedly, just from what I've read, you know, this is the first rock and roll song. What I do know is Ike Turner was involved, and it was released in 1951. So, and it's funny because thinking back in the day, you know, my aunt showed me a few things on guitar back at 12 years old, and I remember she had this Casio keyboard, and it had these little preset rhythms. You know, and they still got them now. They just got more rhythms going on. And this was kind of one of them that was in there. And it's going to have a familiar sound that you've heard before. But the word is, this was the first rock and roll song. I may even title that in the title of this lesson. So, let's go back to 1951. Man, my dad was probably 7 years old. So I bet my dad has heard this song when he was a little dude. Alright, so nothing more fitting than Bootleg Bones, X-Ray guitar. Here's the thing. It's tuned a half step down, which I found was very interesting. And I listened to several different versions, and they were all, the ones I listened to were a half step down. So you want to tune flat for this. So alternate tuning, man. The kickoff of rock and roll music was in flat tuning. Go figure, man. Never would have known that. Alright, it's not too tough, you know, but this is cool. This is like, this is rock and roll. That's the whole song, man. There's a thing at the end, it's kind of like a... And then, what was there? Which I was just kind of briefly messing with. At the very end of the song, you hear that. Anyways, I didn't try to fine tune that, but I'm just going to give you the hook for this whole song. It's a couple different variations, and it's not 100% consistent with some of the parts. The main hook is consistent, so I'm going to give you a consistent pattern to follow. Okay, so we're starting with the open E at the beat, da 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 da, but it's faster. You want to make sure your rests are in the right spot. I would actually pull this song up on YouTube, listen to it a few times. You'll probably recognize the melody. So we have. Okay, open 3, and then 4 to 2 on the A, and then 2 4, and then 2. That's all on the A, the end there. Okay, that's the main glue, consistent riff through this. There is a variation, which I'm going to show you right now, which is really cool, actually. Oops. And what you'll do, I know it sounds the same, but you'll go open, and then fret 2, hammer to 3. Then the rest is the same. 4, 2, 2, 4, 2. So what I did was kind of alternate. Like the beginning of the song, that is what it does. But then they go back to like the beat of the first one for all of them, like wanted to give you the variation and set it up rhythmically, because once you get through this, it repeats, you know, through the whole song. You'll have the consistency of this. And then do that all again. It's like a tie is what you would call that in music, making two notes sound like one. The two notes get the beat of one. Okay, now if you got that, you pretty much got this whole thing. Drop down to the A and D string, do the same thing but not as many times. So I won't even call out the frets, they are the same. Just drop it down to the A and D. Let's play it up to there. Then go back to the beginning. Just 2 times, right? Same amount of times as you did on the A and D string, you do on the E and A. So it's 4 times, 2 times, A and D string. Back to the beginning, 2 times. Half the length of the start. And then the trickiest part would be, that'll be 2 second fret on the A string, rest, hit it again, then go to fret 4, we're going to do like the tie, you're going to pick that, hammer onto the 5th fret, and then go 6A, 4D, rest, hit it again, go to fret 6, and then back to fret 4. So that little part. Really cool. Might be a little tricky with that hammer if you're not used to doing it. And then you'll go to the A and D string progression. Actually, no, we'll do the hammer with all the rest of these. So open, open, 2, hammer to 3, 4A, 2D, 2, 4 to 2D. So you know that one. And then back to the very beginning. Cool thing is, with this type of rhythm, this rock and roll rhythm, it's used in blues, and you've probably heard it. It probably sounds familiar. It's actually considered a 1-4-5 progression in music, E, A, and B, which is common. And that factor alone, even if you're a non-musician, you may be familiar, like you can anticipate what's coming up next, is what I'm getting at. Alright, so that goes through the whole song, no joke. It's got the piano in it, and I really like this song, man. It's cool. And then when you think of the history, if it's true, the first rock and roll song, 1951, there you go. So you guys need to check it out and listen to some other songs. Here it is. And that's it, man. I can just give you the chord outline of this higher part. That way this lesson's a little longer. So basically, your chords, give you the slide up into it. It's 10-8, A and D, slide it a half step sharp to 10-9, or to 11-9, sorry. And then you'll have a 9-9 in there. So, and then 9-9 AD and a 12E in there. Just toy around with those. And I end it with 9-9 D and G. But just kind of mess around with the idea. And then the next chord, go 10, 8, 9, A, D, G. go back to the first one. Okay, and then, by the way, that covers the. Okay, and then when you go to the, that would cover the A and D. Then when you go back, that's back to the E and A. Know what I mean? So though, the next thing that would come up would be over the 5 chord, which is the B. And just toy with these, like I said. I'm not showing the details of it because I just briefly was messing with it before I came out. And I thought I'll just throw it up for you guys. So 9/9 DG. It's called double stops, by the way. You can slide some of them. That's a cool little effect. And then 12/9 AD, 9/9 AD, and 12/9. So. And then 9/9 again, DG. And then 11/9 AD, 9/9 AD, 11/9 AD, and then 9/9 AD. And they end with a E9 chord. Technically it'd be an E flat 9 because of our tuning, but you know what I'm saying. Really cool chord for old rock and roll. It's used in jazz and funk, and it's 7/6/7/7/7 ADGBE. I remember the first time I learned this chord, wasn't used to barring in this fashion, and you get used to maybe this, but usually we're barring with the index. So you want to get used to flattening the knuckle to get this chord. 7/6/7/7/7. It's awesome. It really is. So there you go. Jackie Brenston with Rocket 88. I keep saying Jackie Brenston. It's Jackie Brenston and his Delta Cats. Now I don't know if this where Ike Turner was involved. Maybe you old school cats can let me know. I know who Ike Turner is, obviously, but I'm gonna just kind of research it more. I just thought it was cool. No one requested this. I stumbled across it, and I think what caught my eye was the first rock and roll song ever written, and that's what you'll see a lot of when you look this up. And then a few years later, you had Elvis Presley and all those, really kicking in, and this you can hear, where they probably drew influence from Jackie Brenston. All right, so I'm gonna check some more of it out. I love all styles of music. I threw this out there. It wasn't a request. Just wanted it up there for you guys. Have fun with it. My email, mike@rockinguitarlessons.com. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. Share it. Push it around. Social media, Facebook. I appreciate it. And my website, rockinguitarlessons.com. A couple things. Actually, about 3 things. If you don't mind, go over there. 4 things, really. There's some free stuff for you on the website. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do so. The contact information. Fill that out when you're over there. That'll put you on a newsletter. It'll let you know what, when, where, everything that's going on with RGL. If you're on that, we just send out a blast email to everyone that's on that, let you know. I also teach privately on Skype, guitar and bass. My wife Jolene teaches vocals. On the website, if you look up at the top middle, it'll say Skype lessons. Click on that. There's a tutorial explaining more about it in detail, because I'm not going to use this for that. I'm just briefly discussing it. The price breakdown is there on the website. Discount for paying for the month. Basically, if you're an old school cat and you're intimidated by Skype, don't be, because I wasn't familiar with it till I started teaching on it, and it's so easy. It's very easy to do. You would add a request to me on Skype, which is Rocking Guitar Lessons, and really that's all we need to get started. We work on any and everything. If you already have some years under your belt, just let me know what direction you want to go. A lot of people like to fine-tune songs. I think it's a good way to learn, because you get to learn song formatting and solos, and work on timing and all that stuff within the mix. So if we pick something that's at your level, a little above, for you to strive towards, it's a good route to go. I also do CVT lessons, which is custom video tablature lessons. You let me know what it is you want done. Say you're too busy to do a lesson every week on Skype or bi-weekly. I handwrite the tabs for you, which is the type of music. You don't have to read music to do these. There's tablature, which is a shortcut. But they're very detailed. I timestamp, I section off everything, subgroup everything, and scan the tabs, send them to your email, and then I record the lesson on video, upload it to the channel, and there you go. They work hand in hand with each other. So that's it. I got to go do a Skype lesson. So have fun with this Jackie Brenston. Go look it up. And his Delta Cats. Yeah, buddy. All right. Take it easy, guys.